Like many South Africans, I woke up this week to news of looting and burning in many parts of our precious country. And I just felt that the Lord wanted to give us a positive message of hope and encouragement today. Throughout history, the members of the body of Christ have been called to pray for their countries and the people that live in them. The body of Christ was born when Jesus gave birth to his bride while dying on the cross, sacrificing himself for those who would accept the freedom he offered. Never in history have the gates of hell prevailed against this special body of people. And not in our future will the gates of hell prevail against them. Persecution, however, has always been the hallmark of Jesus' bride, and it will continue to be so until he takes them home. As I look around myself today, I see the dead of winter. Everything is dry and dusty. The weather's cold, and some would say that it's a really depressing time. But let me say this. If we continue to look through our physical eyes at what we see around us, we may well start to experience negative feelings. Will summer ever come? When will things start to improve? Are the rains far off? When really what we need to understand is that as desperate as this winter scene looks, it is part of God's government, perfectly planned and structured for the specific purpose of ensuring the future of nature and therefore our world. So, we have a choice in this scenario. We can look with our physical eyes at the negativity around and allow fearful thoughts to affect us. Or we can look through our spiritual eyes and trust that God is in control and that he's planned the outcome, an outcome perfect for all of his bride. Today in our country, we're seeing terrible acts of violence. Few would have believed it could have happened so quickly. As a body of believers, what would the Lord say to us right now? He would say this: "My precious bride, hold on to that which I have told you. In these dark times, keep your spiritual eyes on me, and my blessings will follow." How do we keep our spiritual eyes on him? We've said before that it's not necessary to be evangelists or pastors in order to share God's hope with others. We simply share our own experience of him wherever we feel led to do so. Nothing more, nothing less. Many in our country have now lost hope. It's an ideal time for us to be used to guide them to the source of all hope. In his word, we find God's character and we learn how he does things. And this will help us to have peace in times of turmoil. This is one way we hear God speaking to us, and the way we can ask God to help our country and all the people in it. Pray for the salvation of those perpetrating this violence, so that their spiritual eyes may be opened and they will come to know the author of peace. Perhaps we're used to going to a church gathering, which now, as we know, are temporarily closed. But this doesn't prevent us from meeting together within the confines of the law. It is here that we find encouragement through one another and are able to meet the physical needs of others. The more we do these things, and the accent here is on do, then the more we stay focused on him. We've heard much talk of revival in our land. It's no use us waiting for the revival to come and then joining it. The revival is within us now, and we all need to be sharing it with those around us. Jesus tells us that it is those who do the will of the Father that will inherit the kingdom. And remember, doing his will, that means around you and I as we are led. In this current wave of violence, it's no good us being angry and negative, because then, in God's eyes, we are no different to those inflicting the carnage. In fact, we contribute to the negativity. Lastly, speak positive words over the situation currently in our country, but more so, be the positive words, so that others may see the positivity in our lives and have an example to follow as we follow Jesus. Let's not let this current situation drag us into fear as we witness the media coverage. Let's be aware, but not be fearful. Let's look through the eyes of faith and trust the Lord for His outcome. If we continue to believe with our physical eyes, we'll continue to be fearful. There's so much uncertainty around today, but one thing is certain: Jesus is on His way. Be blessed as you go out today and be the hope that our country so desperately needs. Bless you all.